In this short, we'll demonstrate the vendor onboarding process. Vendor onboarding is a series of actions that allows a service or product provider to register its business details with an organization. It allows the purchasing organization to save time because they have all the vendor information in one place. Ultimately, the data can be populated in the purchaser's ERP or kick off a contract process. Today, we'll be using the Laserfiche Forms product. A form is a structured way to request data. This data then can be used to drive a process or, as mentioned formerly, populate other business systems. Here's the Laserfiche Forms interface. You can see we've already built the vendor onboarding form along with many others. Most purchasing organizations will place the vendor onboarding form on their website so that vendors can easily access it. We'll start the process by clicking the green Start the Process button. Glancing at the form, you can see that it contains many fields, and you have the option to make the fields mandatory. The Laserfiche Forms product is extremely customizable and is an ideal replacement for paper forms or PDFs. I've already filled in CPS's information, so you don't need to watch me type. Also, know that forms can be set up to pull your details stored in your browser or Google Maps. Okay, I'm finished with the form and I double-check to ensure that the form is completed and digitally signed it. You'll notice that I have the ability to save the form as a draft. Once submitted, I can download, print, or email myself the form so that I may have a copy. Behind the scenes, Laserfiche Workflow routes the form to the next role in our scenario, the purchasing analyst. Accordingly, we now look at the process from the purchasing analyst's point of view. In our scenario, the purchasing analyst is the individual who initially approves the vendor applications. Laserfiche Workflow has alerted the analyst via an email that they have an application to review in their queue. The application is linked in the email, so it's easy to find. The analyst reviews the application. It looks fine, so they submit it. You can see the history of the form's progress on the right. The next person in the process is the purchasing manager. Laserfiche Workflow sends them an email alerting them that they have a task to review and approve the vendor application. Again, you'll note that it's easy to spot the action history by looking at the task pane on the right. The purchasing manager adds comments and selects the Approve button, thereby authorizing CPS to do business with their organization. The manager has the option of declining the application as well, if, for instance, the purchaser required more information or the form was incomplete or incorrect. Finally, CPS receives an email notifying them that they are approved, along with a PDF attachment of the approved form. As they are approved, CPS can now take the next step to start the project. Thanks for your time today, and please visit us again at cps247.com/resources for other video, blog posts, and tech tips.